Now from the Coastal Empire and Low Country studios of WJCL News. WJCL News at 5, working for you.
And thanks for joining us on this Friday. I'm Kevin Holmes.
And I'm Jennifer Andrews. We've got a lot of news coming up in the next 90 minutes. We are tracking some pretty severe storms that are pushing through the area.
We're covering headlines from Beaufort to Wayne counties, but first a look at your world in 60 seconds.
It's about to get hot in Cleveland. LeBron James says he is coming home. He revealed his decision in an exclusive to Sports Illustrated. Details tonight.
And a homecoming of a different kind in the Low Country. Beaufort welcomes Marine Squad 501. We have the heartwarming welcome home ceremony.
And new details on the Savannah Port expansion. A new budget bill is trying to stop delaying the deepening project. We have details on the economic boon that would mean millions for Savannah.
He went to a subreddit, it was called Child Free. He also did a search, how to survive prison.
And new developments in the case of the Georgia father accused of intentionally leaving his toddler in a hot car to die. Tonight, we delve into internet searches as his wife hires a lawyer.
And another round of rough weather is moving through the region. We are tracking more summer storms with high winds and rain. Wait for your weekend forecast before you make plans.
And check it out, the weather being blamed for this. An awning, well, it collapsed at Fairway Lincoln Mercury here in Savannah. The dealership told us that it happened this afternoon when all of that rain came down, and those storms, well, they are not done yet. Heavy rain, thunderstorms, all hitting Savannah and some of the surrounding areas as we speak.
Yeah, definitely making a not so great start to your weekend. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Kirk joins us now with an update.
Yes, it's another wet afternoon across the area. Many spots once again getting heavy rain, and you saw the weight of that rain apparently brought that awning down a little bit earlier. Let's look at your live radar, and we're actually seeing the intensity of the rain decreasing in many spots here as we have gone through the last half hour. Let's zoom in on our live radar and show exactly what we're tracking as we head here just after 5 o'clock. We've got one spot of heavy rain just north of Townsend and along and east of Highway 17. A few lightning strikes showing up there. Other than that, we're not hearing much thunder anymore across the area as a lot of the storms have decreased in their intensity, but we still have leftover rain from Richmond Hill to Bloomingdale to Savannah, heading out to Tybee, and just now starting to rain out on Hilton Head. This is light to moderate rain that will continue for another hour, maybe hour and a half before it will wind down as we head into the evening. So a little earlier finish to the rain than last night. If you're heading out, take an umbrella for the next hour or two. Temperatures later tonight will be down to the mid-70s. So with our weather headlines, we continue to track downpours in the afternoons. There's still going to be some around this weekend, staying rather humid. And I'll have plenty more details on your weekend forecast coming up.
A heated Chatham County meeting this morning as homeowners expressed frustration with a local bar looking to throw a party later this month.
Yeah, Coco's Dessert Bar wanted to throw a celebration, but they needed approval from Chatham County leaders because of loud outdoor music. Well, now the party is silenced. WJCL's Nick Notario joins us now with the details. Nick?
Yeah, guys, this is just one night a year we're talking about. And let's show you exactly where this is. This is Wilmington Island. This is Coco's Dessert Bar, where the owner wanted to have a party. Right next door, you can see the condominium complex we're talking about. Maybe 35 feet in between the two. And this, the people that live in the condo complex say, is not enough distance to keep sound out. The business owners wanted 2 nights to play live music outside, one for a charity event and one for a customer's birthday party. The bar's neighbors from the nearby Turner's Cove, though, weren't having it. The community says noise from the bar has been an ongoing problem for more than a year. They came prepared to make their case with images, video, decibel recordings, and even a signed petition. The commission had a hard time agreeing on how to settle this argument.
With the myriad of problems associated with this whole establishment, I really, in respect to the neighborhood, I don't think we need to grant a variance. I don't think that we've had a myriad of problems with this particular business. They had 2 events outside last year. This has lowered it down to 1 event this year. They're moving everything else inside.
Now, while the ordinance change did receive a majority of yes votes, it failed because it needed to get 5 and it only received 4. Now, there's a chance the owner could still get it passed. County leaders will meet one more time before the party, but the county meeting takes place a day before the scheduled event, so it might be too late. And I mentioned, that he was requesting 2 nights. The owner said he'd compromise and just do 1 night a year. Still not good enough for the neighbors.
All right. Thank you, sir. In about an hour, we hear from the owner and the upset neighbors about their struggle.
An update now on our push for answers in a drowning in pooler. We are digging into response times after a 4-year-old drowned in an apartment complex pool.
Chairman Al Scott tells WJCL today a written report from Southside EMS says 911 callers provided the wrong address information, and this caused about a 10-minute delay. You'll recall 4-year-old King Frazier drowned on the 4th of July. We've done some digging and found it took responders 16 minutes to arrive. We've requested the 911 tapes and will continue to ask city leaders exactly how this happened. Meanwhile, King Frazier will be laid to rest this weekend. His funeral will be tomorrow morning at St. John Baptist Church in Savannah at 10. New tonight, a South Carolina man is arrested accused of sexually abusing a young girl. Port Royal police arrested 37-year-old Michael Nolf yesterday and charged him with criminal sexual conduct with a minor. We're told the incident happened nearly 2 years ago at the Preserve Apartments in Port Royal. A follow-up to a story we brought to you yesterday about a 10-week-old kitten thrown from a bridge on the Diamond Causeway.
Yeah, well, after hearing this story, a lot of families were stepping up to adopt it. And WJCL's Ashley Lincoln has been working on this story all day. And Ashley, I hear they've already come up with a little name for the little guy.
That's right. They officially decided to name him Nemo because he fell in the water. But the good news here is that he's doing okay considering his high fall from the bridge. Metro Police told us Nemo was thrown out of a vehicle driving over this bridge on the Diamond Causeway. Construction crews reported seeing the kitten come over the railing and landing in the water. The kitten swam to a nearby marsh area before he got stuck in the mud. Now, Animal Control helped to get the kitten out, and officers say in less than 24 hours, families have been reaching out to the shelter to try to adopt Nemo. Christina Sutherland says the kitten is lucky to be alive.
Thankfully, cats are pliable when they're this age, kind of like children. They can take a hit and be able to. But had it been over pavement, the results obviously would have been a lot different. So he was very fortunate, and also very fortunate that somebody was kind enough to report it.
And Metro Police are still looking for the suspects. If charged, they could face misdemeanor animal cruelty charges. And Nemo has to complete his rehab before he's paired with the family. He only suffered a few scratches and no broken bones from the fall. If you're interested in adopting Nemo, you can visit our website at WJCL.com for more information. For now, reporting in the studio, Ashley Lincoln for WJCL News, working for you.
Thanks, Ashley. Meantime, the U.S. House is doing its part to speed up the harbor deepening project. A bill adopted last night. Well, it includes $1.5 million for the project. But Representative Jack Kingston added a clause to get things moving. It pressures the Army Corps of Engineers to finalize an agreement and start construction using mostly state money by October 1st. Otherwise, the Corps would have to make weekly progress reports to Congress. Well, Georgia has $266 million set aside for the project, but the bill may not become law. The White House has now threatened to veto the overall budget measure, and election year maneuvers have now stalled budget votes in the Senate. Hear from Kingston on the issue coming up tonight at 6. Much more news ahead in the next 90 minutes. Amazon has asked the FAA to conduct outdoor tests why launching drones can help launch a program next year for the online giant.
And the king is back. Look at that. Look at those fans. It looks like the LeBron James bandwagon is headed back to the Buckeye State.